And EnRoute, with just a few design elements, in this case letters, border, and a profile, I can create a nice design, maybe something like this. As I'm working on this design, I often want to see what it's going to look like, and this is where the rendering and simulation improvements in EnRoute 6 will really shine. The rendering has been improved in terms of quality and the lighting and the speed. You notice that I can keep live rendering going the whole time I'm moving around the drawing, so I really get a nice view of what the piece is going to look like. Now if I switch to the toolpaths, I can get into the simulation by choosing the resolution, telling it I want to animate, using the material color, and in this case American Cherry. I can choose from a number of different types of material that are available. I can really get a nice idea of what the finished piece is going to look like. So once the model has been created, I can start the animation. And I can control the speed of this with the arrow keys, so I can speed it up and slow it down to really get a nice idea. Here I've got it slowed all the way down, and I can get a sense of what I'm cutting, and then I can very quickly speed that back up again to work through the simulation. But here you get a really nice idea about the material that you're removing, the tooling marks that you might have, all of the things that you typically look at a simulation for, and now you can do it with the actual material that you might be cutting it out of. The realism is really quite nice. Once it's done simulating, you can see that it cuts all the way through the material. So in this case, my routing offset that I used to cut the piece out cuts all the way through the material, and I can even look at the bottom of the material and get a really nice idea of what the finished piece might look like. So simulation and rendering in EnRoute have received some nice improvements that add to the realism of what you can see when you're designing your piece.